Hey guys, my name is Jeff Rojas and I'm a fashion and portrait photographer based out of New York City. And here is some of my work. Now, like many of you, when I first started photography, the idea of putting together a portfolio was absolutely intimidating. See, like a lot of you, I also didn't go to school for photography, so it's not like I had anyone to tell me what to include and what to leave out. Simply put, you want to include your best work and what you want to be hired for. Everything else is unimportant. But let me be clear, my approach to portfolio building is extremely practical. My goal is to teach you how to get hired in the field that you want to photograph, not just to create a portfolio to impress other photographers. You see, as a photographer, you're creating a business to provide a service or sell a product, just like any other industry. So your focus is then to target the consumer market that you want to be hired for and create the images that appeal to them. So for instance, if you're a photographer who is into wedding photography, ideally you want to solely focus on creating images of wedding photography and include those in your portfolio. See, many of you, just like myself when I first started, include everything in your portfolio because you don't want to turn away any type of business. And I assure you, that's the total opposite of being productive. Think about it this way, if I were to ask you what store sells engagement rings, you might say a store like Tiffany's or Jared's, but most of you wouldn't say a store like Walmart, even though you can find engagement rings valued in the tens of thousands of dollars there. Now, there's nothing wrong with Walmart. It's an awesome store, it's awesome for deals, but it's not the first place that pops into mind. That's the mindset that you need to have when you're building your portfolio. Now, to be clear, it's absolutely okay to take on side projects, but you also don't have to include them in your portfolio. You want clients to remember your body of work, not just as a generalist photographer. Not only is it memorable, but you can also create the feeling of exclusivity, and the consumer market will generally spend more money on products or services that they feel are exclusive because they have more of a perceived value. And that's simple economics. So I also recommend that you have both a physical portfolio and a digital portfolio. While it's great to have beautiful images on your site, you don't want to meet a client empty-handed. It's basically like going to an interview without a physical resume. While that recruiter may have a copy of your resume, it looks a lot more professional if you have a physical copy on hand. Now, as to what size, style, and design your portfolio should be, that's extremely subjective to your industry and even in between photographers. So if you want to know exactly what you want to show off, don't forget to check this month's issue of Shutter Magazine, where I break down exactly what your portfolio should look like. Until next time, you guys have a great day.